So it's a little bit of a dry period in Dokkan Land here until the next Dokkan Fest is revealed. We do know that the next Dokkan Fest should be out April 1st, essentially. About the 30th should be when we see like teasers or the Twitter details for the Dokkan Fest. So we're still about again 4 days away from here. But I wanted to go ahead and talk about Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And the big reason for that is because Legends actually just introduced Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I can't really bring up his just full card art. Legends just introduced this guy, Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku, into the game. And I think that's a very, very important thing because it kind of can tell us a lot of things of what we can expect for Dokkan just in general. Of course, I personally thought that Super Saiyan 4 Daima Goku would be appearing very soon, right? Sooner than later in these games. I think it makes a lot of sense. And Legends is the first game to actually drop him, and they just straight up skipped the mini versions of, this guy and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. I mean, we got mini Super Saiyan Goku and Tamagami 3 from like their fight specifically. Then next we got Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta and Majin Buu. Then now Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Majin Buu are actually all out in game. So, I mean, this means that Dokkan and Legends could realistically drop whatever they want. I think that's going to be very important when it comes to also thinking about who the next Dokkan Fest is going to be. Now, this is not what that video is going to be. We're going to be talking about this guy specifically, Super Saiyan 4 Goku again. I feel like I just keep saying that, but like, that is his name, right? This is the same form to an extent, basically, or like Daima's version of this form, right? Now, there's a couple of spots where I think they can drop this guy, but realistically, they could drop him whenever they want. I think that's one thing I want to bring up here. We're going to see what people's responses are to when do y'all want to see him. But I mean, like, if they're like, yeah, you know what? We're dropping this guy next, and we're just bringing him out, Dokkan Fest LR. I think that would also make a lot of people upset, funny enough, because what I've seen with a lot of people saying is, even though it would be in a very, very exciting time, like with Legends, they've gone through like 3 just normal months. Dokkan just had New Year's, Dokkan into anniversary, which was a bigger anniversary than usual, to EX anniversary into same day. And I think a lot of people are really wanting a cooldown period right now, which I think makes a lot of sense still, that Dokkan will do a cooldown period at least in April. Just because of the fact that I again, there's been so many of these major celebrations, and Dokkan knows like they probably should have some sort of cooldown, but at the same time, there's a lot of Daima content that is available to do, and they're probably going to be pushing out a lot of Daima stuff just in general. So even if the next Dokkan Fest isn't like Super Saiyan 4, like like they're just like, yeah, you know what, we're going full on just a Dokkan Fest LR Super Saiyan 4 Diamond Goku. Even if that's not the case, it could be like a Dokkan Fest Kundu, right? But anyways, in terms of when I think this guy will actually appear, I'm gonna say probably not in a week, right? I mean, it would be crazy exciting, but I would assume they would not drop this guy instantly in Dokkan. As an exciting time it would be for Dokkan and Legends to both have this guy together, I feel like they're gonna wait a little bit to fit their general schedule of how and when they release Dokkan Fest LRs better. But just keep in mind, anything could be different because they could, like, this is a new series, so they could always change things up. I mean, we saw that with Tournament of Power. We saw that, with a superhero, they made those characters Dokkan Fest LRs when usually that New Year celebration are not Dokkan Fest LRs. So, like, what if they're like, yeah, April is going to be just Dokkan Fest LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku? I thought for the same thing, EX for an anniversary, they could have been like, yeah, you know what if we're just bringing another Dokkan Fest LR right here? They did not do that, of course. So I think that's fair. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm thinking, if they're not going to drop this guy in April, the next spec spot will be at the end of June for the Tanabata celebration. June 30th is basically when the Tanabata LR does actually release. I think Golden Week could be something related to Daima. Would it be adult Super Saiyan 4 Goku? I don't know, unless they do LRs for New Year's, which, you know, is not an impossible thing to think about. Like if they do Dokkan Fest LRs for New Year's in a special way, just like they did for the superhero movie New Year's. I said Dokkan Fest LRs New Year's, Dokkan Fest LRs Golden Week, just like they did for New Year's that one year with superhero. Like that's also possible. But I think that general idea for me is that he could release at any time, but this is not about when he might release for some people. When do y'all actually want to see him in game? I think, you know, will differ from person to person, and there may be specific reasons why. So let's just take a look at some of these comments here. Either Worldwide Celebration or Anniversary, but you definitely need him to be an LR. I think a lot of people want this guy to just be an LR. You know, I think we're gonna run into a lot of this right here. Just from what I see with this guy, he obviously has big aura to him. He has big hype to him. So I feel like people aren't gonna want this guy to drop like as a TUR, like in April, which I think is fair. I would not worry about this guy dropping as a TUR. He's gonna drop as an LR. I would be shocked if they were like, yeah, we're actually gonna give this guy a TUR, and that's that. It would be very, very, very weird, right? Worldwide Celebration, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and Baby, and Daima Goku plus Goma. So, are you saying like, okay, let's say worldwide, like a Super Saiyan 4 worldwide theme, GT theme? I mean, there are, I guess, things you can still do with G. There's a lot of easy A's you can get for like a GT specifically. I mean, again, if we go ahead and take a look all the way back here at these really, really old cards, we could see, I don't think it'll show. Where's the, yeah, these cards, dude. Some of the oldest cards in the game without Extreme Z Awakens. And these guys, Easy, or not Easy, awakened during the second anniversary. This is the global date, but these guys awakened during the second anniversary. That is, that is February. No, actually, technically it's January of 2017. Very long time ago, right? Then, you know, we can keep going here. There's a lot of other sub EZAs, Super EZA Omega, Super EZA Super 17, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. They're just holding on to this guy. You know, the year 2 Super EZAs for Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta. There are the, you know, I don't think they would Super EZA these guys, but I mean, would I put it be against them? Like, would I be like, it's impossible? No. There is the Tech LR Super 17 Super Easy, or not Super Easy, Easy. That can happen. Like, there's a lot of things they could do with GT still, like in terms of EZAs for future celebrations and stuff like that. So I think that does make sense, like to give, like if they want to do a Super Saiyan 4, like kind of GT themed celebration around that. For the Daima side, obviously there wouldn't be a lot of EZAs, but I feel like the thing with worldwide is that these things are planned a while in advance. And for me, it just depends on, did they know about everything coming to Daima to plan ahead for it last September? And the answer is, I can't really say for sure if they did or didn't. So yeah, I mean, when it comes to the worldwide thing, kind of depends. I would say I'm personally gonna, oh, there's a plane out there. I don't know if y'all heard that. Oh my goodness, that's pretty close down. Anyways, I would say that it's probably safe to assume that they may not have known about that and already planned worldwide out. And it'd probably be easier to move stuff around for like even Tanabata or things like that, but who knows? Let's read some of these comments here. You don't mind too much win, but it ought to be a dual LR celebration when it does happen. So you're going to say 11th anniversary, keeping worldwide open for DKP or Saiyan into Namek. I mean, if that's when you want to see, yeah, I get it, because like there's a big DKP Saiyan Namek fan, and I do love those parts of the series as well, for sure. When it comes to worldwide, I don't know. For worldwide, for some reason, just doesn't, I don't know. I think a better fit for this guy would be like Tanabata Super Saiyan 4 Del Goku into a Goma Carnival alarm. And then Golden Week could be Super Saiyan 4 Mini Goku. And then we could also get a, you know, a normal Goma, or it could be even like Tamagamis somehow or something like that, right? Because we can get multiple cards of Goma easily, right? We can get like a Goma that transforms into the large Goma, and then we could also get like a giant Goma, right? Does that make sense? Because Goma goes into his third eye form, and he gets larger, of course, but then over the course of the fight, he gets gianter. So we could get like a giant. We can get Goma transforms into Third Eye Goma, and then we can get Third Eye Goma giant parentheses giant, and then you could have like a giant form too, and then we can get two Gomas essentially in the same few months time span. That'll work really well together. That'll help out demonic power. Yes, I mean Garsh just wants to see the character. I think that's really fair. Anniversary tomorrow. Yes, year 15. Tanabata. Mini for Golden Week 11th anniversary part 1. So I don't know if I want to wait that long, to be honest with you. Like, I get it, the idea. 11th anniversary Super Saiyan 4 Goku. It makes a lot of sense. I don't know if they're gonna wait that long though. I feel like they're gonna want to drop him within the next few months, right? Especially because Legends already dropped this guy. I don't know if they're gonna wait this amount of time, like a whole year basically, before dropping this guy. I personally don't see it. Now, for a future anniversary, they could always do Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Like, he could work like Tech Broly, where we get a Super Saiyan 3 Goku that, well, I want to bring up Tech Broly, I guess we'll, if it wants to load. A Super Saiyan 3 Goku, just like the base Broly, where he's basically, if the site wants to load, where he's basically just like a defensive character. I mean, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, or Goku there, was stalling for time for a Piccolo pretty much, right? And then eventually he transforms into Super Saiyan 4. It could be exactly like this card, I think, to an extent, which I think would, this guy is a great design card. This guy is incredibly designed. The only unfortunate thing for him is that he does eventually phase off or like fizzle out, you know, in very, very long fights. But I mean, again, this guy was designed for a different type of fights, right? So I don't really blame him per se. Let's read a couple more of these replies here. Worldwide. Yeah, a lot of people are saying worldwide right now, as soon as possible. Mini for Golden Week, Tanabata, adult for anniversary. Yeah, that's just a general thought about it, and I expected those general thoughts, but I just wanted, I don't know, I kind of just felt like talking about it a little. My excitement for this guy. There's not really anything else to talk about in regards to Dokkan right now, so that's another thing. I mean, again, there's a reason they made the Daima characters have Daima in their name, and obviously, like, even the can I bring up this guy? Even this guy is Goku Daima. Obviously, it's because this guy is Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and any future Super Saiyan 4 Gokus will be Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and then Daima Goku will be Super Saiyan 4 Goku Daima. So, let me know what y'all think. Appreciate y'all for watching. Hopefully he comes. I mean, if they want to drop him next week, I'll be very excited. But it depends. Like, did they already have the Tanabata LR planned out? Did they already have Worldwide planned out? And then it's like, well, okay, they already have these celebrations planned out. We're just gonna slide in an extra Dokkan LR. And if that's the case, like, is it gonna be? What if April is like a Super Saiyan 3 adult Vegeta, or it's like Ku and Do is a Dokkan Fest, then Super Saiyan 3 adult Vegeta LR, then May is like Super Saiyan 4 mini Goku, and then like or I guess no, like at the end of April it's like Super Saiyan 4 mini Goku and Goma, Tamagami's all like what if they just spam Daima? I think them spamming Daima is very realistic, but only time will tell. I appreciate y'all for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.